Forecast, John.
And also definitely one of the best zoos on the planet. I will argue that with anyone. Beautiful weather across the area. Look at the haze right there. That's indicative of a little bit of a turn in the wind. Usually when you see it real crystal clear out there, you know the winds are blowing. Now it's turning back the other way, so we're getting more of a sea breeze starting to fill in. You might even see a little bit of patchy cloudiness starting to form up around the area. Now earlier when I came in, I was looking at this map, and there was some fog showing up in the Santa Barbara Channel and also engulfing the Channel Islands. Now it's gone away, so that tends to happen. The marine there not really that strong. Also a turn in the temperature. You can see right here when I came in earlier, some of these numbers were closer to 10 degrees. Now they're kind of balancing out just a little bit because we're getting closer to dark, and temperature last night to now about the same, but some areas again starting to lose that. Look at San Ynez. You've dropped a very, I'm sure, welcome 7 degrees. Today, look at the highs, still well above normal. This time last week we were talking about 5 to 10 degrees below normal. Now we've really bounced back the other way in the last several days, need I say more. Well up and pushing the envelope of some of our records, as you can see right there. So across the area, everybody's still well above normal, but the chink in the armor was a stronger sea breeze, so some of our beach communities did definitely cool down. And even the ones that got warm, they dropped pretty quick once we did get that sea breeze by the afternoon. So across the board, it is getting cooler, but still inland areas, this looks a lot like our early summertime when you look at the beaches and you see those big 20-degree jumps between, say, Morro Bay, Paso Robles. Same story with, say, Ojai, Ventura. You get those big differences because, of course, the sea breeze takes a little more effort, a little more time to get itself into those interior valleys. Right now, the sea breeze is not really that strong out there, out of the west, northwest for the most part. When it starts to turn around, though, we'll see more of a southwesterly flow. And when we look at the humidity map, there's a little bit of moisture out there in those areas that can kind of hold it during the day, even though it's been so warm. But look at how dry it is around Gaviota. And then as you head back down south, it gets a little bit maybe wetter, as you will, as the atmosphere is trying to saturate up. And once it does get up in the 80 and 90% range, that's when you start to see the marine layer forming across the board. The reason we are turning the temperatures, storm system running into the Pacific Northwest, call this the spring changes, meaning that it can change back real quick. So watch what happens here. Even though we do cool things down with that big low slamming into areas to our north, it doesn't really get down very far south, and it's expected not to last for long, so we'll probably bounce back the other way by Tuesday and then go back the other way again, kind of a back and forth seesaw weather forecast as we head toward the middle and second half of next week. So we'll get near normal near the beaches, still stay very much above normal once you go just a little bit inland. So as far as future fog, well, there it is right there. I stopped it. You can see that little sliver coming up from the south, trying to work its way in, and then in our northern areas, a little bit of fog trying to create its make itself known along the central coast, but not overly strong. So tomorrow, patchy clouds are possible, probably a little bit better of a fog routine, excuse me, once we get to Monday morning. Now, temperatures on Sunday, look at this, we'll take a snapshot. You are warm once again, and that was supposed to stop for me, and it didn't, but it will cool down a little bit more on Monday as we go from a very warm Sunday, still stays warm on Monday, but maybe a little bit more. And as I mentioned a minute ago, we bounce back up again on Tuesday. And there are your temperatures. Again, pretty warm out there across the board, even though this is relatively cooler from what we've been. Inland areas warm, beaches will definitely feel noticeably cooler, and that's good news if you want to beat the heat. Of course, we got to be careful out there on those beaches. Keep moving. That is the rule. Fog along the coast, inland areas likely will be clear. And again, temperatures still on the warm side, but this is a little bit of a breakdown. Waves are going to still remain. We do have some northwest swells out there, and a south is on the menu up in a couple days. And there it is right there. We might see some more wind, though, for Santa Barbara Wednesday and Thursday, as you can see right there. We do cool a little bit for Sunday, Monday, and then we bounce right back up again as we head toward Tuesday, and then cool again. So a busy forecast. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.